Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. I'm going to be showing you different setups on how to beat this Inferno Lantern EX2. It counts towards the EX1 as well, kind of the same strategy. I'm going to show you from using 4-star weapons to AoE teams to teams that don't have a bunch of overboost and different strategies and ideas to kind of make you mix and match. Don't just copy what I have, copy the ideas and form your own team out of that. That's the best way to do this. So hopefully something here helped you. If not, again, Discord and my Twitch streams are very helpful. Links are down below. And if you guys have any setups you want to add to this, please do in the comment section. All right, so for team number 1, this is a no healer run. Basically, what you guys are going to do is bring in a Cura for each of your units, right? 4-star, 3-star, 2-star. As long as there's a heal, the better, the more heals, obviously, right? So just try to run triple 3-star Cura. You get 1 for free when you start the game. Second is make sure everyone has a wind setup, even if they have a wind weapon. So you're going to see wind materia 3-star, wind materia, wind materia. All three of them have those two things. Those are key. The last materia is a stat stick. Basically, this is physical, magical. So that stat stick there has, believe, magic 3.2. This one has physical 2.1, and then we got Cloud over here with a physical of 1.0. That's a terrible stat stick, but I don't have many of them. So the key is those two things when it comes to materia. Then weapon wise, this is going to be an AoE weapon. Now it's not the strongest potency, it's 280%, where 3-star materia is 275 at 3 ATB instead of 4, but it hits all the enemies including the boss at the exact same time, speeding up and making sure that you don't get multiple hits, so you don't need a healer because you're killing the ads so quickly. So that's the trick. Bring in one of those AoE. Lucia does a really good job here. Falchion does a good job here. If you do have the physical Sephiroth, he has a physical AoE weapon, not weakness, but it's still AoE. So try to bring in that little trick. This can still work with just a triple DPS as long as one weapon is a potency weapon for wind or just a really good damage dealer. You can get away with using triple healer. Now, the other key factor for any of these setups is going to be the summons. You've got to have 3 DPS summons. Even when you run a healer, that healer needs to run a DPS summon, a damaged, not a heal, not a protecting. You need to DPS. This is just bring out all the guns and go for it. You want to do as minimum healing as possible. So this is the first setup, or whatever order I put this in. Now, if you want to look at my stats, I pretty much nerfed these guys so they don't have crazy stats around that 2,000 mark. Over here for Cloud, around 1,979, again the 2,000 mark, and then Zac 1,880 with 4,000 HP is about enough, above 4,000 HP. My sub weapons look like this, just your regular stuff to boost your actual attack, magic attack, some HP protection, right? Same thing with Zac over here, some physical boost, boost from attack and magic attack, and another physical boost, and then Cloud's running the HP, physical boost, and more HP. So a lot of it is just the free stuff that you get or whatever I have laying around that works best for my characters. Your build's going to be different. Just want to show you guys everything that's going on with my build. Hello, cat. So we're going to go in with this. This isn't just like, okay, you have this weapon, copy this. Never do that. Go with what makes your characters super strong. My real setup for this is like Cloud's 2,700 attack, Sephiroth's at 25, Zac's at 2,200. I have a way more powerful setup than this, but I just want to show you guys that you can get away with just making sure you have the right mechanics. So let's jump in and let me show you how this strategy works. All right, so with this team, this is a non-healer team. Everyone heals themselves or each other. And this is the AoE version. You can also do single target, no healer. It probably is faster to do single target, but we're going to switch to Zac and we're going to manipulate his AoE, right? We're not going to stay on one enemy too long because we want to make sure that we're distributing the DPS. So once you get it to about half or close to the red zone, you switch over and let Zac's or whoever has AoE weapon kill the one on the side there. So once I cast one more of these over here, it's going to launch both of them at the same time. So you're going to see both ads are dying. So make sure if you do this, you switch between the two so you get that. Now, between these phases where you're done with the ads, make sure you heal up, right? Don't stay in defense mode when you do that. You're going to drain your defense, but don't waste too much ATB that you're a little behind here. So we're going to cast one AoE, switch over here, That ad is good to die to AoE now. And we're going to focus on the second one. Popping all three, and now we focus on one. When we're not using the AoE skill, switch to materia because materia is cheaper for the same amount of damage. And this in-between phase is switching to defense and curing. This is all the rotation. If you don't have cure ready, don't stay in defense mode. Get a cure ready, and then switch. Keep going back and forth, always making sure you're doing your AoE, or you're bursting one enemy down immediately if you're not doing AoE damage. So we're going to let those two characters hit that enemy one more time, switch to the other one, let Zach finish off the AoE, and then in between this, make sure you're watching the boss because all he's doing right now is casting fires. And you want to make sure these guys don't waste anything except cures. So switch to the one that has the most ATB, switch between them, get to the ad, make sure you're full HP, and watch that HP. You don't have to be full, but you have to have around 2,000 in order to do this. During this last wave, I think it's better if you actually just single target one down, because if they are all doing AoE attacks along with him, you're probably going to die or spend too much time healing. So instead of using that AoE weapon, now you single target DPS this. I'm going to make Sephiroth heal Cloud over there that's almost dead. And then we're going to make sure this little guy dies. You can see how Cloud's not using any of his ATB though. There we go. For some reason the AI does that, so it's better just to switch between them as fast as you can. And during this, while this ad is dying, you can go ahead and try to put defense down ahead of time on the enemy. So I'm going to switch to my Cloud because I want to get a defense down there early. Again, Sephiroth's not doing any attacks for some reason. There we go. And I didn't get anyone early in there, but that's okay. We're going to make sure that Sephiroth gets that defense down in twice. Cloud does his defense down, so our summons do maximum damage. You're only using summons during this phase here. And only single target AoE. We're going to wait till Cloud does one more defense down, so we get the full potential of all our DPS. Because summons and your limit breaks use both your physical and magical, including physical and magical defense down for that maximum damage. So try to get all those tiers down. I have 3 and 2 tiers down, which you're going to see my summons are going to do crazy amount of damage. Now we got to pass halfway. Its timer should be going for its next attack. This is just DPS raise. You save everything for this part. Switch between everyone. Don't worry about healing. Hopefully you have enough HP to survive the small attacks in between and just keep using that single target DPS. Alright, you can see I'm risking my HP. My HP looks like nothing right now. But that's what you have to do. You just gotta take the chance and go, go, go. Never switch that defense mode in the end. If you did it properly or if you were lucky, you successfully completed this without an AoE healer and just having those 3 AoE heals. Sorry, single target heals. Along with win materia. Alright, so I had a busy day. I had to go pick up the girls, went to karate, dropped them off for dance and karate. I'm back. I'm going to finish recording this video. We're going to talk about the next setup, which is Tifa. Tifa is going to be rocking a 4-star weapon. And this 4-star weapon is motor drive. And the reason this still works, if you have, let's just say, Prism Rod from Aerith, Sephiroth's new blade, or motor drive at only 4-star, you can still level it up to level 70, and it will have some R abilities plus its wind ability of 340%, or whatever the respective weapon is. I've got a total of 1704 attack physical on here, and I am going to be using physical arrow blow on a 20%. Alright, so we're going to come in on the third wave over here. We're doing a balance between healing and DPSing. This is the same strategy. You can see Tifa's doing 5,223 with just a 4-star weapon. So you don't need a 5-star for everything. We're going to make sure we're lots of HP during these phases over here and taking down these side ads, but making sure we kind of stay in this phase a little bit to make sure we're not going to get one-shotted by this blazing here. So I'm going to switch between everyone, making sure I get that HP off, but not staying in the defense mode too long. That way I don't deplete that bar over there. The attack stance, the defense stance. This isn't a powerful attack, and that's why you don't really need a real healer. It does help a lot when your HP on your enemies or your allies go really, really low. But this next phase over here, it's got to be ready to DPS down one of these ASAP. So, same idea with Zach. You're just going to go in there. I'm going to switch it and heal real quick. but you want to make sure you don't heal too much during this phase. So what you can do is defense only when you see a fire spell coming, but you gotta kill these side adds ASAP. So now that I've healed enough and I think I can survive, I'm gonna switch between all my DPS because the AI is very slow sometimes, and use all the quick attacks there. So we got one down. We're gonna come over here, switch to defense real quick, block that fire, and now it's DPS time. We don't got time to do anything else, because if we spend any longer, we're not gonna make this. But there's one thing you wanna do, is that with Cloud or whoever your defense down is, have them ready with ATB to take down his defense, right? That's what we want to be doing here. Sephiroth should be doing 2 tiers, Cloud will be doing that 1 tier, and then we're going to go straight into our summons. You got to get here as fast as possible and DPS like crazy. So Judgment Bolt would be on Cloud, but Tifa doesn't have an actual summon on her. Or Limit Break that's maxed out, only Cloud does. So that's why it's not really super efficient. We got Shiva on Sephiroth because he's got that weakness. So a total of 78,000 altogether. And now we make sure that we're just going nutso mode on DPS here. Making sure they're using nothing but their arrow blows or just arrow. And you can see Tifa's rocking 10,000 damage with those 4 stars at 1,700. We might die here, but you can't heal during this phase. It's go, go, go time and nothing else. And that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, almost made it, but you can see. Literally almost made it there. End up dying, but it is pretty much a float here. Look at that. Oh my god, the pixel HP. And for the last build, again, you have 2 DPS. You want a 3rd DPS, but you also want your healer to be a healer, but not so much because the heals aren't super necessary. It's just to survive a little bit here and there. Make them a hybrid. Make them a DPS first with sub heals, and then you take all those cures off of their main DPS like I showed you in the first setups. Not needed. Give them full materia stats towards their magic or physical. And then your healer, if it's Tifa, she can do physical or magical build. If it's Matt, same thing. You just want to have that healing weapon in the second hand and then a DPS weapon in the main hand, and get your magic attack or physical attack up as high as possible to help with the DPS. So I'm going to show you a run with Aerith, who is mainly DPS side heal. All right, so we're going to start from this phase right over here, because this phase we want to make sure that we're full HP when we come out of it. We're not going to use a heal. We're going to use the heal after we defend this AoE attack, because as soon as we're done phase 3, phase 4 has to be go, go, go time. So we're going to heal up. We're going to let them finish DPSing that off. And then when those ads come out, you got to target them right away, but also make sure you're at a really good place for HP. So hopefully the AI is not dumb enough to just keep attacking the side boss. Okay. Goal right now is make sure you switch to everyone and make sure they're just doing attack down. I mean, just attacks. Just actual attacks, nothing else. So we're going to heal one more time off of Aerith here. Get back into our unison buff. Make sure they're not doing defense down. We're killing one as fast as we can. And that should be good enough. There we go. You could use Cloud's Murasami here because they are weak to electric damage. There is a bug, or I don't know if this is how the quest is supposed to work or not, but there is something going on that if you put defense down of any sort on the enemy, the main boss, before these guys are dead, what ends up happening is that he doesn't go into his stun phase, and then you're pretty much stuck. So just get ready, kill this guy before he gets up to that next one. After that fire, it's pretty much done from there. So we're going to Night Bloom. We're going to get that defense down. So we're going to get 2 tiers defense down and then 3 tiers right here. He's stunned. Got the full setup because of Night Bloom. All 3 tiers of defense, all 2 tiers of magic attack down because that's the most Night Bloom and Nameless can do from Sephiroth. So this should be the maximum damage that this group can do. So you can see right there, has 3 tiers down. Let's get Judgment Bolt. Judgment Bolt again would be on Cloud, but Cloud's only one with the Limit Break. So we're going to be doing a total of 90,000 damage. Again, it's all in the summons, and we're not healing anymore. That's it. Now we're just spamming just like the other fights, spamming till he's dead. And because we're using a really good healer, a lot of our DPS didn't have to heal, and they were attacking more. So this is one of the safer routes of actually taking your AoE healer, and you can see the difference, right? Actually having that DPS AoE healer makes those summons a lot stronger. And it allowed me to put down triple defense down easily in 2 cast 1 Night Bloom, 1 Hard Edge, giving us that 3 tiers. Instead of going cast once on Cloud, cast 2 on Cloud, that's a long time to wait and the boss is already attacking. So the faster you can get the debuffs in there, the better. Always apply the low one because the Night Bloom can't do high, which is 3 tiers down. So 1 Night Bloom and then any weapon that lowers up to high will finish that off, making it a very quick DPS. So the end result is that yes, you can do this really easy with high potency wind weapons, especially the new ones, Arabs, or if you have 5-star motor drive, they'll make this quest a lot easier. You just got to focus more on DPSing instead of healing. Healing is the last thing you want to do here. Just do enough of it, not the max. Never try to full HP heal. Just keep on DPSing because you're not going to get one-shotted only from that final attack and you can't stop that. So again, full team DPS, sub heals, and what's most important is max out your Ramu, max out your Diamond Dust, and max out someone's Limit Break. You can even do it where 2 characters have a Limit Break, and let's say you only have Diamond Dust maxed out because of the Culp coming out. That also does it as well, right? Since we can't use Ifrit. So there is going to be more strategies in this. Hopefully you guys leave them down below in the comment section. But that's the 3 I want to show you for now. Any more will come from my streams, my Discord, or again the comment section. So if you do have one that's different from these, please do leave them down below. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate everything, and hopefully this does help you guys out. If you need any more help, links down below for Discord and my Twitch streams. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.